Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Greenville, where a Tarboro woman has been arrested on a domestic assault charge. Now, according to warrants obtained by WITN, Greenville police arrested 24-year-old Abby Bianca Chavez after she used physical force against a man she was dating. Now, warrants say Chavez cut him with a knife, causing a laceration to his right pinky, and pulled his hair, causing handfuls of hair to come out. Now, Chavez is held under no bond with a court date set for February 3rd. And now we want to turn our attention to the Middle East, where more strikes, Israeli strikes in Syria and even Lebanon continue as they are advertising them pushing back on the Iranian Quds force in Syria and Lebanon. NBC's Matt Bradley has more from Tel Aviv.
That's right. The IDF said that they killed Mahmoud Marshad al-Jawhari. They said that he is a member of the Iranian Quds Force. This is the organization within Iran's security establishment that is responsible for cultivating and funding and supporting all of Iran's proxies throughout the region. That includes Hezbollah in Lebanon, Hamas in the Gaza Strip. It used to include the regime of Bashar al-Assad in Syria and Iranian-backed militias in Syria and Iraq, and of course, the Houthis in Yemen. All of these groups, all of these proxies have since been laid low by Israeli attacks over the past 2 years. Here in Israel, we've been hearing a lot from the Israeli media about Hezbollah making further preparations for a large attack against the Israelis. The fact is that for the last year, despite this ceasefire that has been holding barely, the Israelis have been attacking Hezbollah targets in Lebanon on an almost daily basis, sometimes more than once a day. So this is a situation where, despite the fact that we're seeing all of these ceasefires and all of these theaters of conflict, it could still break out into an all-out war if tensions persist. Matt Bradley, NBC News, Tel Aviv.
Thank you very much, Matt, for that report. We now want to turn our attention to your weather forecast. Looking at warmer conditions coming up for tomorrow. Today was just a day spent under the clouds, and with an east-northeasterly breeze, we've really only brought in colder air into eastern North Carolina. Now, here's a look at what we've got outside across the southeastern United States, even pointing the actual view of the map a little bit further northward into the northeastern portion of the country, and that's where we find an area of low pressure that's delivering quite a bit of snow, sleet, and freezing rain to portions of New York and Pennsylvania. It's going to be, again, a rough system for most of Pennsylvania, as an ice storm is nothing you want to see any time of year. But right now, again, it is staying well north of us. We are feeling, again, some raindrops out of this system. Not much rain, but we certainly have some light showers present across parts of eastern North Carolina at this hour. These raindrops will start to fade away as we head towards 9-10 p.m. tonight, with the cloud cover departing between around 2 to 3 a.m. early tomorrow morning. Again, it is still gray outside. 48 degrees in Washington comes with a dew point in the upper 30s, so there is, again, some humidity in the air. Not much, though. Overnight lows tonight should stay fairly even and shouldn't allow those dew points to fall too much further than where they're at currently. Right now, air temperatures generally in the mid to upper 40s, so on most of eastern North Carolina, a few of us have reached into the low 50s today. We're still hanging on to 50 degrees in Kenansville, New Bern, and Stumpy Point, 51 in Hatteras, 52 in Jacksonville, whereas Roanoke Rapids really hasn't warmed up much at all today. And compared to where we were yesterday, most areas are around 15 to 25 degrees colder. Coming up for tomorrow, this is going to swing right on back around. We're going to be about 15 degrees warmer tomorrow afternoon than where we find ourselves currently. A lot of that will have to do with winds shifting a little bit more to the southeast, and that will bring in a little bit more heat and humidity. Eventually, that humidity will lead to a better opportunity for rain showers coming up on Monday. But for right now, again, the weekend looking mostly dry. And I should add, mostly sunny for Saturday. Now, coming up on Sunday, cloud cover is going to start to work its way back over the east, giving us a partly to mostly cloudy wrap up to the last weekend of 2025. But our next round of rain will come in the following day on Monday, but it will come with air temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s. If you're hoping for a little bit more heat after today, not to worry, we've got it coming up as we head into this upcoming Monday. Upcoming Monday, it's going to be quite warm. Now, behind that cold front that's going to be moving through on Monday, we've got a lot of very cold air. So air temperatures are expected to drop around 25 degrees from Monday into Tuesday. That is a significant drop over a 24-hour period. And then we will stay below average as we make our way through the end of 2025 and into the start of 2026. 48 degrees on New Year's Eve day, 50 degrees on New Year's Day, with overnight lows down in the mid to low 30s coming up for the start, or at least sunrise, on next Thursday. That's all we have time for today's 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your Friday. No, we will not be back at the top of the hour. We will be back coming up. Oh, man, it's been a week. It's been a week. We will be back coming up on Monday at 7:10 a.m. with Jim and Gigi. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, a happy rest of your Friday, and we'll see you back here on Monday.